Well, hello everyone, once again it is I, your chunky, funky Grebo monkey, your Janna with no planner. That's right, it's your friendly neighbourhood docker, and today we're on round 2. So, on the last video last week, I decided I was going to do an unboxing because I thought the new Gorillaz minifig had arrived, when in fact it was something completely different that I had no idea behind. If you want to check out what it was, feel free to check out the link somewhere that I will put above. But today I got another box in the post. I got this one here. Still a good size, quite light. And as I've had no word from people that I've got something coming from them, I am willing to assume that this is from the Gorillaz store. Reason being is because I got an email the other day saying that it was on its way. So, hopefully this is it. Now, to reiterate what I had originally said on the last video, which I ended up editing out, I have been a fan of the band Gorillaz ever since the very early days. I used to wake up in the morning for my paper round as a teenager to the remix of Clint Eastwood, because for some reason the original version was never played on the radio. I don't know, early noughties, people were into garage, what can I say? So since then I've managed to amass quite a wealth of merchandise and memorabilia that includes not just the CDs, vinyls, cassettes, but also posters, t-shirts and more. But two things that I'd never managed to get my hands on over all these years. First is I'd never seen the band playing live. I think if I had, I probably would have preferred to have seen them back in the early days when it was like a projector screen kind of thing. And the second thing that I'd never gotten were figurines. Now figurines, toys, action figures, whatever you want to call them, they've been a staple of Gorillaz merchandise since, I'd say, around the end of the first phase. They've had many different toy companies make their stuff, and every single time they sell out really quickly and they end up being quite pricey. So I've never really been able to get my hands on any. Now since the band came back with the album Humans in Phase 4 and everything, their merch has been very much hit and miss. I do have one or two things. I managed to get some of the limited edition prints for Song Machine. I was incredibly lucky to get that, and I have them framed on my wall. But I found a lot of the t-shirts and apparel to be very, they're not as creative as they once were. Whereas before they would have stuff that the band would have worn and, you know, cover art and what have you in quite a creative way. Nowadays it's not as daring. I did manage to get myself a face mask, as you can see up there. I have a Bonesy one there that I thought would be quite fun, and even though slightly small, I thought was a nice piece of merchandise and quite helpful when 2020 became a big thing. So yeah, when they announced, whether it was for like a 20th anniversary or not thing, I don't know, that they were going to be doing a set of mini figurines, I was kind of looking forward to it, especially considering that these were going to be like affordable versions, well, affordable little kind of versions of the ones that are made that are about that big. The only catch being that these were blind boxes. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about the idea of blind boxes, because with postage this cost me £17, being from the UK. And so the idea of collecting them all, I mean, even if I bought all of them and I had no doubles, I would still be paying like over £100 for, like, I mean, if I wanted just the 4 band members, regardless of which iteration, it would cost me £80. Now, let's face it, there are upsides. I'm sure that there will be some people who want to get more and more of these, will get doubles and sell them online, and people will be able to fill up their collection that way. Also, I feel that this is probably one of the few ways that the band are able to make affordable versions of figures. And it's not just the 4 main band members that have been done. We've also got characters like Del the Funky Homo Sapien, or Ghost Del. We've got figures of Pazuzu, of Bonesy, and when I looked at the list, there wasn't like one figure that I was like, I don't really fancy. They were all figures that I would quite happily own. Let's have a little nosy and see what we have got here. Well, first of all, I'm going to look at this just to be on the safe side. Blah blah blah. Yes, it is. It is a Gorillaz mini blind box. So no take 3. That's good. Lots of bubble wrap, and with this we get a free face mask. Now this is probably due to the fact that they haven't sold that well, or they made too many, what have you, and it's a tiling pattern of Bonesy. Now again, this looks a bit too small for my Fizzog. I don't know, maybe. I've got quite big ears. So what I might do is I might donate this to a friend who is Gorillaz inclined. I have some friends who have kids who are also fans of Gorillaz, so I might donate that to one of them. But, you know, free little extra item. Can't rub my nose at that. And here we go. Right. They were not lying when they said mini. As you can see there are some examples of who we have. 2D, Murdoch, Noodle and Russell in various forms throughout the eras. If it'll let the... come on, zoom in. There we go. Good boy. And then we have some extra figures. Mike the Monkey, who was kind of the 5th member. I think originally in the early days he was playing like the bongos or something. I think I have pictures somewhere, I don't know. You've got Pazuzu, Del the Ghost and Bonesy, and then there are 2 rarer different versions of Pazuzu and Bonesy obviously, and then 2 incredibly rare figures that they haven't told us what it is. And this of course is made by Superplastic, who for the last few years have been making the Gorillaz figurine. As I assumed, this is kind of about the size of the figurines that you get in places like Forbidden Planet. You know, you get blind boxes there. So the only thing I can think of then is, will this be worth the £17 price tag if you're going to be wanting to collect all of them? So let's open this up. Sacrilege, I know. And oh, even now. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, comes with a little Superplastic sticker. Look forward to putting that somewhere. And then we have a bag. So let's find my scissors. Where do I put them? Here they are. There. Oh, it's a skinny one, so I'm getting a rough idea that it might be. Oh, part of me is thinking maybe a 2D or a Muds. I'd love to have a Murdoch because he is my man, my boy. But right, stick me hand in. And it's a Murdoch, and he's grey. Let me just... oh, nice one. Look at him. He's beautiful. Now the question is, oh my god, I got one of the rarest ones. I literally have got one of the rarest ones, because there is this one, but it's in colour. So I've got this one in black and white. This is one of the 2 rarer ones. It's not bad for 17 quid. I think, you know. Oh man, that is insane. Okay, looking at the paint job. When I first saw it, I was worried about the eyes, because the eyes and the face is obviously, when it comes to painting. But I've got to say, the paint job on this, pretty good. Very nice. Got number 23 there. On, come on, zoom in, you silly bugger. There we go. Got number 23 there on his jacket. A number that has always been synonymous with them. And what looks like a handkerchief in the back pocket. Now, here's a little piece of trivia for you. Back in the 80s, a code for what you were into, whether in the clubs or out and about, would be to have a certain coloured handkerchief in your back pocket. And a good indication of this is if you watch videos of the band Frankie Goes to Hollywood, especially on places like Top of the Pops or in their music videos, you'll find that their lead singer does in fact have a handkerchief in the back pocket. I won't tell you what it was for, because I definitely would get flagged if I told you what it was for, because YouTube are frigid. But if anybody gets this in colour and tells me what colour the handkerchief is in Murdoch's back pocket, I might be able to tell you what he's into fetish-wise. Naughty, naughty boy. But yes, there we go, see? I'm actually really happy there that I've got one of the two rarer figures. Let me just double check that, because let's face it, I don't want to... Yeah, that's one of the rarer boys. Anyway guys, will I be getting the full set of these mini figurines? I don't know, because the thing is, if I was to want anyone other than Murdoch, it would probably be Pazuzu, or maybe even Bonesy, I don't know. But the chances of me getting a Pazuzu or a Bonesy, Pazuzu's 1 in 48, Bonesy's 1 in 18, and Murdoch is the other Murdoch is 1 in 48. So it might be worth me just seeing if people put them up online to sell, hopefully for not a lot of money. For now, I own a little Murdoch, and I'm going to keep him safe. I might put him on my little shelf over there, and when I get proper shelves back there for my music collection, of which there is quite a lot, I'll probably put him on the shelf there as well. But anyway folks, what do you think? Do you think this is worth the price packet? Will you be getting a Gorillaz blind box? Have you already ordered a Gorillaz blind box? What do you think? What did you get? I'm very interested to know. I'm very interested to see the quality as well. But for now, I've been your friendly neighbourhood docker, and I'm going to have a little play around with this. I wonder where I put my Doctor Who figures. Yeah, I'm going to go find my Doctor Who figures, and I'm going to pitch them against Murdoch. Right, I'll see you later. Bye bye.